Science Verse by Jon Scieszka and Lane Smith. On Wednesday, in science class, Mr. Newton says, "You know, if you listen closely enough, you can hear the poetry of science in everything." I listen closely. On Thursday, I start hearing the poetry. In fact, I start hearing everything as a science poem. Mr. Newton has zapped me with a curse of science verse. Water cycle. It's raining, it's pouring, for H2O it's boring. Precipitation, evaporation, precipitation, evaporation, precipitation, evaporation, evening, night, and morning. Lovely. I think that I ain't never seen a poem as ugly as a spleen. A poem that could make you shiver like 3.5 pounds of liver. A poem to make you lose your lunch, tie your intestines in a bunch. A poem all gray, wet, and swollen like a stomach or a colon. Something like your kidney, lung, pancreas, bladder, even tongue. Why you turning green, good buddy? It's just human body study. Twink. Twinkleest spot of black in the starry zodiac, sucking in all matter and light, turning sunshine into night. Twinkleest, lost control. Now we're trapped in the black hole. Dinosaur. Once in first grade I was napping when I heard a scary yapping. Frightful word, worse than a slapping, worse than 20 T-Rex rolls. Said our teacher, heartless creature. My class, you know, always explores 10 weeks full of dinosaurs. Pterodactyl, stegosaurus, on and on the same old chorus. Elementary stuff to bore us. No more, we beg. She ignores. Yes, she smiles. They were reptiles. Then locks the windows, bolts the doors. Don't you just love dinosaurs? Every year the scene repeated. Third grade, fourth grade, we were greeted with that torture just completed. Yes, we've heard of carnivores. Still, the teachers changed no features. Still spoke those words that gave us brain sores. This year's topic, dinosaurs. It's still a mystery, scientists say, why the dinosaur went away. But I know why they couldn't stay. And it wasn't meteors. It was creatures, yes, those teachers, who did the work of 50 wars and bored to death dinosaurs. Food chain. I've been working in the food chain all the livelong day. In the middle of the food chain, I've got no time to play. Can't you see the green plants growing? That's energy, okay. Consumer eats up the producer. Predator eats the prey. Who's for lunch today? Who's for lunch today? Don't you just wonder who's for lunch today? Predator or prey? Predator or prey? Eat or be eaten, that's the only way. Why scientists don't write nursery rhymes. Mary had a little worm. She thought it was a chigger, but everything that Mary ate only made it bigger. It came with her to school one day and gave the kids a fright, especially when the teacher said, "Now that's a parasite." Hey diddle diddle. Hey diddle diddle, what kind of riddle is this nature of light? Sometimes it's a wave, other times particle, but which answer will be marked right? Jack be nimble. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the combustion reaction of O2 plus heat plus fuel to form CO2 plus light plus heat plus exhaust. Good night. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bug, tick, or louse suck blood from you, hatch its eggs, and then develop the larvae on you. All right? Skeletal study. There once was a man of science, not one of your mental giants. He decided to settle the question, does metal fix an electric appliance? You're it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a virus, watch it grow. Once it's got you, it won't go. Eeny, meeny, my, oh no. What's the matter? Miss Lucy had some matter. She didn't know its state. She only had 3 choices, so she tried to get it straight. She thought it could be liquid, quite possibly a gas, and if it wasn't solid, well, call me sassafras. Miss Lucy called the plumber. Miss Lucy called the cop. Miss Lucy called the egghead with the perfectly bald top. Liquid, said the plumber. Solid, said the cop. Gas, said the egghead with the perfectly bald top, top, top. The senseless lab of Professor Revere. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of how loud noises go in your ear. And look, my youngsters, bright lights will be the way you figure out how you see. And feel, my students, is that too much? With gopher guts, you learn about touch. And chew, my kiddies, oh, what a waste. That frog eye stew was for you to taste. And sniff, my scientists, ain't it just swell how 10-year-old cheese demonstrates smell? So those are your senses. Class is done. Next week, diseases. Won't that be fun? Changes. I'm a little mealworm, short and wiggly. Here's my antenna, cute and jiggly. Now I'm a pupa, squat and white. How did this happen? I'm a sight. Now I am a beetle. What is this? I really hate metamorphosis. 'Twas the night. 'Twas the night before anything, and all through deep space nothing existed, time, matter, or place. No stockings, no chimneys. It was hotter than hot. Everything was compressed in one very dense dot. When out of the nothing there appeared with a clatter a fat guy with reindeer and something the matter. His nose was all runny. He gave a sick hack. Oh, Dasher, oh, Dancer, I can't hold it back. He huffed and snuffed and sneezed one achoo. Then like 10 jillion volcanoes, the universe blew. That dense dot exploded, spewing out stars, Earth, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, and Mars. helium, hydrogen, the mountains and seas, the chicken, the egg, the birds, and the bees. Yesterday's newspaper, tomorrow's burnt toast, protons and neutrons, your grandma's pork roast. The universe expanded, the guy said with a wheeze. Who will ever believe the world started by sneeze? So let's call it something much grander, all right? Merry Big Bang to all, and to all Gesundheit! Astronaut stopping by a planet on a snowy evening. Which world this is, I do not know. It's in our solar system, though. I'm thinking that it might be Mars because it has that reddish glow. But, it could be Venus, and if that's true, then just between us, it might be wise to leave before any locals might have seen us. Could be Pluto, might be Neptune. Don't they both have more than one moon? I'm running out of oxygen. I'd better figure this out soon. Yes, space is lovely, dark and deep. For one mistake, I do now weep. In science class, I was asleep. In science class, I was asleep. 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 It's science class. I am asleep. Whack! Goes Mr. Newton's pointer on the blackboard. And that, my scientists, is the solar system. Test tomorrow on the planets. Class dismissed. Awake! Awake! I am awake. I'm thinking in regular sentences. I'm not rhyming anymore. I'm cured of my science verse. The universe is beautiful, and life is just great. Until art class, when Mr. Picasso says, "Do not think of this as a little art project. Your art project must be your whole life."